Hi friends, it's Ashley from Live Happy Tarot. Okay, my bangs are not cooperating today, but anyway, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of the 78 Astral Tarot. This is a deck that is a collaborative deck. It is made with a whole bunch of different artists, and this is an out-of-print deck. I have another 78 Tarot deck. It is 78 Tarot Mythical. And so let's go ahead and look at these cards. The deck comes in this cool box. And what's inside the box? Oh, that's right. All the signatures of all the artists is inside the box, which is actually really cool. And on the back, it has different, some of the cards. Maybe it's the majors. It's really small and I can't read it. So there's that. And it comes with this guidebook, and it's a global collaboration. Actually, there's quite a few of these, and it's actually such a cool idea. The card messages are by Trish Sullivan, but it does have, so on the inside of the book, it has, like, for each card, of course, it has oh my gosh, it has a meaning, but it has the the artist's cards, the story. Oh my goodness, I am just not being able to speak today. It has the artist take on the card, and then it has the card's message by Trish. And then it has keywords and elements and the astrology. And this one says 78 artists plus 78 cards equals 78 tarot. 78 tarot decks are fully functional and rich in symbolism. Each year a theme is chosen, and we hold a call for artists. And I've seen actually on Instagram that they're calling for artists for this year's deck, if you're an artist. There is something incredibly magical about a collaborative deck. Each artist weaves their own story and their own colors and their own perception of the tarot into each deck. It creates a global story that celebrates all corners of this wonderful world. So true. There is extra cards in this deck, so clearly, there's the extra cards. They always include a meditation card, and then they have the event horizon, which is a wild card. And so and this is the backs. These cards are quite big. Here is, I'm looking for my Rider-Waite-Smith. My Rider-Waite-Smith might be propping up my lights. So I've got this card from the Sun and Moon, and here we go. So these are quite large. They're stiff. A little bit. So, like, I think you could shuffle. Let's see if we can try shuffling. I don't know if I actually can now that I think about it, because they're actually hard to get your hands around and then to bend. Oh, okay. I shuffled. So they're okay. They're okay for shuffling. I don't normally shuffle that way, so I'm not that good at it. But here's the cool backs. And let's go ahead and look at the cards. So as I said, they're not in order. And I'm not going to mention the artist's name. It is on the bottom. So here's the Knight of Pentacles. Here's the World. I actually think this card is absolutely beautiful. I mean, all the cards are beautiful. I don't want to say any of them aren't. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. The meditation card is especially nice in this one. Here's the Star. Not a big fan of boobs showing on cards. That's just me. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, but it is what it is, because the Star does typically show that. That one's really actually very pretty, and still with nudity. So, you know, Four of Cups. Today is not my day for talking. So the thing about the 78 Tarot is I really love the idea of a collaboration. You get to see all the different art styles, and some of them you just absolutely resonate with. You're like, oh my gosh, yes. But of course, then there's some of them that you're like, I don't get this at all. So there's that. I really like this Queen of Cups. Here's a King of Cups. So this is obviously astral, so everything has to do with something kind of spacey. This one's really kind of funny. And again, like I said, some of them you really, really resonate with and others you don't. I'm having trouble getting this Chariot card away from the lovers. I guess they really want to be together. The nice thing about this deck is it is very inclusive since there's so many different authors or artists. So there's like I said again, there's very many different styles. But I also find that a little bit distracting in that it's just sometimes if you're reading intuitively, or if you're reading intuitively, sometimes it's hard to go from such one eclectic style to another in one reading. I do find that's a little bit distracting, but these cards really, I find that this would be a deck for collectors, so that you could have it, especially since they only print one, one theme a year, and then once it goes out of print, that's it. Like, check that card out, so interesting. And the Two of Cups, I like that one. The Nine of Swords, kind of bummed that's in black and white, but it is what it is. Right? Like I said, that's what you get when you get a collaboration. I mean, there's a lot of different beautiful, beautiful work here to look at. I like this Justice card. It's different. You can really see the chaos in this picture. Look at that alien creature. This one really reminds me of another deck I had. The New Era Elements Tarot. And here you go. Here is your typical aliens. This one's really pretty. I like the pink hair. Five of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Ten of Cups. I like the stars in the sky for this one. Six of Swords. So we're just going to go through all the cards here just because that way you can see every single artwork, and I wouldn't want to, just stop somewhere and not show every single artist because that wouldn't be fair. I like how this is a kitty. The Emperor. Seven of Cups. And excuse me, again, this is a really, really, for some reason I thought this was upside down. I was getting it this way. This is just a really cool deck. I love the idea. I'm really glad there's a great robust guidebook, and I think it's a great idea to have one person write the whole thing, like all the card meanings, so that you get it's more cohesive. I had another collective card deck that didn't have a guidebook, and it was just really hard to figure out all the different meanings and understand how they all go together, really. I like that there's a nice cohesive story here. So this is the 78 Tarot Astral. Here's the Moon. The Moon is always one of my favorite cards, and the Empress also. Oh, and the Queens. I like to look at all those cards when I first get a deck, and that really tells me, whether I am going to be able to connect with this deck or not. So let's go ahead and get these cards back in some semi-semblance of order, and then maybe we'll pull a card for us so that we can read the guidebook real quick. So I'm simply going to cut the deck a couple times rather than giving it a big shuffle. I don't know why, but I always feel like I need to look away from the cards when I'm shuffling or cutting the deck, so I'm not like, I don't know, picking one. Although I'm looking at the backs, but whatever, that's just me. Such a weird thing. Oh, we got the Tower. All right, so let's read what she says in the guidebook. The Tower is by David Van Gogh. And it says here, the Tower, the card story, humanity's aspiration has forever fixed its eyes on heavenward. If the stars were ciphers to map our destiny, then the looming edifice throughout history seemed constructed as a means to reach them. The card's message. Above an alien planet, a massive sun detonates, causing panic in the space chimp watching below. Annihilation and extinction seem imminent, but the gray alien priest does not seem perturbed or even surprised. This destruction does not shock him at all. When this card appears in a reading, it's a warning that you need to keep your wits about you and look for your wake-up call. So thank you very much for watching this walkthrough and review of the 78 Astral Tarot. It is created by 82 artists. It's a beautiful deck with 2 additional cards. Oh, I don't know if we saw, oh yeah, there's Event Horizon. That's the one additional card, and then the other one is Meditation. They always include a meditation card, and then the other additional card is just, I think it has to do with the theme of the deck. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.